Recently, I've been hanging around just this little area because I've been plotting out some stuff. But, do you hear that? Oh, it stops now. I swear. Yeah, there's lava under here. Oh my goodness. I did not know this when I built this. Hell, I didn't even hear, like, any lava when I was building. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is like a new discovery for me. Hello everyone, my name is EchoBright and welcome back to Blast from the Past. In today's episode, we are continuing on with our time in Minecraft 1.2.5 and we are having a look at building out some stuff in front of the walls. Of course, the train station made sense for it to be outside the walls, but this is the first step to actual building that we've done outside of these walls, which I'm really excited for. In the last episode, I believe I mentioned that I wanted to go ahead and do some farmland. However, I didn't really have a plan on what I wanted to do with it. And I still kind of don't, but I think I have enough of a plan to just say, you know, screw it, we all, and go ahead with it. So I've planned out some areas here, just two sort of plots of land, which is like this section here and this section here, which we will be building on. Well, I say building on, we'll be sort of encircling with blocks and then turning into crop pastures, which will hopefully be able to provide me with a bit more food than normal. And alongside that, I think I'm going to work on building a pathway through here, which is something I'm looking forward to. I don't know how I'm going to do it necessarily. All I know is that I'm thinking of continuing on with gravel in the meantime. I may change it, but for now, I think gravel makes the most sense just as a continuation. So, let's get into it. Now, I understand that this is a very bare bones sort of plan. And whilst it may be comprehensible, I also just feel like it's a little lackluster in giving you the opportunity to understand what I want to do. So, I've gone ahead and I've laid out roughly what I feel like is going to be done. So I'm going to mainly barriering it with leaves. I've got some oak leaves here. I need to collect some more, but I just wanted to get a little bit for this example. So that's roughly what this outline is going to be done out of, with some boulders. Now, I wish I had like slabs and stairs of mossy cobblestone. However, that's not really something that I have access to, I don't believe. I think that that's a later thing. I may be wrong. Who cares? So, yeah. It's going to be... So I'm going to have a couple of boulders across this section as well, just to sort of give the outlining a little more uniqueness. As for the inside, it's legitimately just going to be, you know, a bit of tilled dirt and some water. As simple as that. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just a cute little sort of pasture. It's somewhat, like inspired by the farmlands of Britain, or at least of the area where I live in England. I'll try and find some photos of that, where it's literally just hedge lines sort of dividing the different crop areas. So that's sort of my rough inspiration for this. I mean, it's not a unique building style for crop farmland, that's for sure. But I think I should be able to make it look pretty nice. I'm going to put you into a small little time lapse of me doing this first section. I don't know if you could tell, but I got a bit distracted. More like I got a bit carried away. Because once I finished off the pathway and did this one, I was like, I'm having too much fun. So I built this one. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to fill this in because this can be for carrots. But then I'm going to need one for potatoes. So I built this one. The water stuff isn't perfect. That's something I need to work on. But that'll just be like a couple of seconds. And then I was like, you know, what if I decorated? So I went ahead and collected some grass, some flowers, and I've made this area just look really nice. I really enjoy how this area is looking. Now, there's some expansions that I will want to be doing. I will probably be expanding potato farms because baked potatoes, I think, are going to be my main food source until I get a gold farm running and then I can do golden carrots. So that means that I'm going to be expanding in that direction. Now, I actually have plans for expansions in this direction as well, because if I go along here, this is going to be animal farmland. I'm going to extend out this pathway along here. And then here I'm going to have like my cows. And then once I get some like sheep and chickens and pigs, I'm going to put those guys in here as well. I'll probably fill in this little bay area. Maybe not. We'll see. So I have some good plans for all of this area as well, which is very exciting. I'm very looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and fix the water situation over here. Because I think what I found is I don't understand how it works in this version. It's as simple as that, I think. Because, like you would think, because I believe I have some water here, you'd think it'd be able to reach upwards, but it can't. That's something that can only be done in modern mechanics, with modern mechanics. So it's very confusing and very frustrating. But that should get those. And then no, okay. Honestly, these guys might just have to ooh, how about there we go. And that should be able to reach there, and these no longer have to extend so far because I have this one. There we go. Perfect. That should hold now, which is good. So in the next time, I think I'm just going to literally AFK here for like 30 or so minutes and just let all of these wheat crops grow and just make a whole bunch of bread, because I'm down on I'm eating melons. That's literally all that I'm eating because I don't have the ability to eat anything else. Like, I could go and kill all my cows, but I want to keep my cows and get them really populated before I do like a full meat harvest. Gosh, that sounds horrible. So that does limit my food options to either going out and hunting, which is difficult because animals don't tend to spawn around here anymore. I think probably because if you have a look in the top left, it says that it's an ocean biome, and I don't think animals spawn, like your passive animals spawn in ocean biomes. And I believe that like this cow here, for example, is legitimately just a remnant of before this area became an ocean in 1.0. Which pretty much just means I can't really go hunting, which is really annoying, but we'll live with it. Right, to finish off this video, I think to sort of follow the spirit of paving that I've already done today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and mark out the rough pathway that I want to have between the outer train station and the front of the mega base. As for this mega base, I have already mocked up its next expansion, but there's a couple of things that I feel like you might be thinking about it, because it doesn't really seem like it can be expanded upon, right? It looks like it's a full building, and I think that's kind of my own fault. Well, obviously it's my fault, but I think I got too sucked into the idea of making the first part of the mega base look super cool and like really liking the first part of the mega base, that I sort of forgot it's supposed to be an additive base. So what I'm going to have to do is really workshop around that. I think I kind of forgot that nature of it in the second part, but it's my own problem, and it's something that I'll be able to easily figure out, hopefully. Now then, we have this pathway here connected up. In my building world for this, I do actually have like a different pathway here. And I think if any pathway is going to change, it's going to be this one, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, yeah, that is all nice and built up now with this pathway. And honestly, the last thing I'm going to need to do with the pathways is put in some, like, lights. But I think we'll save that for another day. As the sun sets in the horizon over there, I think that may be where we finish this episode. It's been a nice, chill one, where I've just gone ahead and made a bunch of farmland. It's a short one, for sure, but it's been pretty nice to make. So I shall see you in the next one. Bye, guys.